What's up, man? How we doing? Oh shit, I didn't know you had that.
Doing all right, man. How you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
I got my Reagan doll here.
Yeah, and if you didn't see the tag or the post, we are reviewing tonight on this fine Sunday night the new Exorcist Believer, directed by David Gordon Green. Just came out this past Thursday night in your local theaters, and the new installment of this so-called trilogy and direct sequel to the iconic and amazing film The Exorcist, which Scarpad, you haven't gotten yours yet, have you?
I have not. That's coming
You haven't
down.
gotten a Steelbook yet, but I got this incredible 4K with the freaking original cover. I absolutely love this, man.
That's dope.
So,
dope, baby, dope.
But
yeah, because we did the franchise. We just got done doing David Gordon Green's Halloween on the Horror Fest.
We just did that this past
Saturday.
Saturday.
Last weekend with 4. God help me, David Gordon Green movies.
4 in a row.
4 in a row. I appreciate the Halloween ones.
Last night.
I actually enjoyed the Halloween ones. Revisiting
them. Me too. Because I was just talking to Robbie. I think he's still live right now, but he was just doing his regular Sunday live show, and he said that he actually enjoyed this better than any of the 3 Halloween Gordon Green films. I don't know.
The Halloween Gordon Greens or the zombie Halloweens? What did he say?
No. He said, I'm pretty sure he said the Gordon Green Halloween films.
Okay, well, keep in mind, he's asking money for people to make him drink tonight, so he's high as fuck. Because I don't know what the fuck the guy's talking about. This movie's nowhere near.
I'm seeing a lot
as good as any of the David Gordon Green Halloween
movies. Came out, I was hearing a lot of hate, and now I'm starting to see a lot of people say that they like it. But I sometimes.
You talk about The Exorcist?
Yeah.
No, I'm still seeing a lot of hate, man. I haven't seen.
I've been seeing a lot of people, but I've been looking at a lot of horror fans. I definitely see a lot of hate though too. But I see people that say, I hate to say it, but I'm a believer. That's what they'll say. But
this movie can't handle it. Even it's not worthy to hold a candle to the original Exorcist.
Oh, without a doubt. And honestly, I like all 3 Halloween way better than this.
I think if Universal didn't sink $400 million to acquire the rights,
Blumhouse
from Universal or whoever had the rights $400 million they paid to get the rights
Yeah,
to do a trilogy.
it would be
I
Warner
don't think
Brothers.
we'd be seeing anymore if they didn't pay $400 million.
Warner
We're
Brothers
guaranteed.
Warner Brothers had the original
Yeah,
rights.
we will definitely get sequels to this because they spent so much money.
Oh, they have a trilogy planned, and they already said that the sequel is going to be called The Exorcist Deceiver.
This one should have been called Exorcist Deceiver. Because it
But
deceived me into going to it.
as it says, we will be talking spoilers. So if you have not got a chance to see this, I would definitely recommend, watching the movie and then, hearing what we got to say. If you don't care, then stay tuned and hear what we got to say. But this will be a spoiler review. As always, hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get updated every time me and Scarpet go live. And yeah, man, we'll definitely have to dive into this. So I know you saw this Friday night, and I saw this last night
I
after
saw Friday afternoon, I think.
Friday afternoon. So I saw this late last night after the stream for the
Did you stay
Halloween
awake?
trilogy. And 'cause I kind of wanted to see it late at night too, because I mean, The Exorcist is one of the scariest movies of all time, all time. So I saw a movie or two recently later at night, and it just kind of gave me, obviously your movie theater is dark, but just going late at night kind of gave me like a little bit more spooky vibes. And
I
I
think
was
I
like,
could have seen this at 2 a.m.
oh,
with fucking rats, eels, and snakes biting at my fucking ankles, and there'd still be nothing scary at all about this movie. This movie
well, obviously, man, nothing really.
zero fucking scares. Zero.
Obviously, man, nothing is
Zero.
gonna scare you. Gotta remember, nothing is gonna
But
scare us, bro. Nothing
right,
is gonna scare us.
right. But I did appreciate the acting. I think the acting in this movie and was top notch from Leslie Odom, and that's Denzel
Yeah,
Washington's son. I thought he was good in it. I
let's
thought
see. Why would that be Denzel's son?
oh, that's not Denzel, so I'm thinking of the other guy.
That's the
But
guy.
he's good in it.
The guy
Ann
from
Dowd,
Tenet.
who played the nurse, was good in it. The girls I thought were decent in it too. I
No,
thought
the
they did
girls
a
were
pretty good
great.
job.
The way they did the voices too, like the
But
demonic voices, those were great.
unfortunately, I think it was just let down by the script actor because this movie, I don't understand what it was going for. I mean, you're right. I think you said that you liked the beginning of this, and I thought
Yeah,
the
the first
beginning
time.
was pretty damn good.
As soon as they bring Ellen Burstyn into this, it went to shit. But also, I was not a fan of the exorcism at the end either.
Oh,
That's
terrible!
another thing.
Now, good dog shit. The
Dog
priest was
shit.
horrible.
But the
What a
first
bad
half was
stand.
really good. I was in. If they would have leaned into more of the creepy shit, like when they first get back and the girl and the black girl is like talking to her father and she's just laying in bed and she looks over and like her like demonic version is like right behind the father. There was a lot of creepy
Right.
shit.
I thought, well, the build up in this movie is that the mother gets killed and he has to make
Yeah.
a choice. Or at least you think he has
That's
to
what
make a
this whole
choice.
movie is about, is choice.
Is the choice, right?
Yeah, because
And,
I was watching a couple David Gordon Green interviews, and he said this whole movie is about choices.
and you assume that he picks the daughter and he doesn't. He actually picks the wife,
Yeah,
but she ends up dying anyway. So, but I think you're right. I think, and then her and a friend go off in the woods and they were going to talk, almost like talk to me.
bro,
Almost
it's fucked up because she brings the white girl into this. You know what I mean?
right.
But
Well,
yeah,
the
I thought
girl,
the same
she
thing.
was a Baptist, and there was no religion because
No,
the father lost his religion, I
yeah,
guess. Although they
the,
didn't really play that
the
up too
little
much.
white girl, the parents said they were like, we were just gonna baptize her too, and I kept pushing,
Right.
because I wanted her grandmother to be there. So if she would have got baptized,
Yeah,
maybe
parents seemed
she would
like
have
they're
had
real
a chance.
old school Baptists.
Yeah,
And
and then
yeah, almost
they
like
say
talk to me where
they
they
don't
bring
ruin
up some
their
kind of
babies.
demon with them. But I think you're right. I think this movie where it fell down is after they come back and they get rescued from the woods after 3 days, there should have been more creepy shit going on. Like
Definitely.
the white girl, her friend, almost got nothing to do. They didn't do anything with her. And
Yeah, they definitely the
and
black
the other
girl.
girl, I
They
think they did some
they
good stuff when she
kind of like
strangles her
altogether.
father and stuff, but not enough of that. There wasn't enough of that in the movie.
Yeah.
So that you
And the
almost
movie's a decent amount. It's like an hour and 45 minutes, you
hour
know?
and almost 2 hours. Yeah, hours 10
Yeah.
minutes. And it's about halfway when they start getting into the exorcism stuff. But for some reason, David Gordon Green, he did the same fucking thing in Halloween Ends with this whole everything has to be you're going to defeat evil by having a community. And they did that in Haddonfield by having the
Yeah. I
vigilantes
heard
go after Michael
Cody
Myers.
Leach did a review, and he's like, I know David Gordon Green was like 2 seconds from adding like somebody in there to say evil dies tonight. Like
Yeah, it
instead
was
of
close.
I forget there was an
It
exact
almost happened
line.
really, because that was what happened. They had an
Yeah.
exorcism by committee with
Yeah.
all those people going in, and it was the most dullest, routinist, boringest shit.
I've never
And the
seen an
movie just
exorcism like
ends.
that.
It just
That
fucking
is the
ends.
worst exorcism I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was so flat. I mean, the scariest thing in the
There was
movie was
no
when
there was no edge, there was no intensity, like,
yeah,
you're
the
I
girls, there
guess
was no edge. They stand
maybe
up back to
when
back.
they say they have to make a choice, and you're like, "Well, they're gonna really," and then you could tell it was more like the intensity, like, I was just like, "Oh, shit," I couldn't imagine being the parents and, like, pick one, you know what
They
I
just
mean?
pick
But,
one, and then the devil goes, "Oh, I fooled you. I'm gonna kill the one you picked."
yeah,
You know, that
I
was the
did
whole
like
fucking movie.
yeah. Yeah, and I did like when they started, like, telling the parents, like, their secrets, and then you find out, like, Leslie Odom's secret about who he picked,
Right.
you know what I mean? He's like, "God played a trick on you." I thought they're I really did enjoy the way that dude, they nailed it with the girls, the way that they acted, their voices, they nailed I was like, I just wanted more of that, you know what I
There
mean?
wasn't enough. There, there wasn't enough evil
There
in this
wasn't
movie.
enough
There wasn't enough
scares, there was, like
scares. It was so flat. And you're right. I mean, the
it was
the
shot well,
the
but the exorcism, I didn't like the way that was shot, but up
yeah, it was
until
shot
then,
terrible.
it was
The
shot well.
acting wise, it was great. The stuff in the beginning was
The
shot
Ellen
well,
Burstyn
but
shit was
the second
cheesy,
half of
though.
the movie is such a letdown. The shockingest thing in the movie, which really ends up, being a non-issue, is when the girl blinds Ellen Burstyn with the
Yeah.
crucifixes, and
Which,
and
what,
and
5 minutes into her
and
introducing
that
her?
whole thing, that was the whole thing. Ellen Burstyn, you could take her completely out of this movie,
And you'd
and
be
she
fine.
does nothing.
She
She
does
does nothing. She
absolutely
adds
nothing.
nothing to this movie
The
at all,
only thing she
except
does is
nostalgia.
add that scene where they're like, "Are you looking for Reagan? Are you looking for Reagan?" And then you get the awesome kill, or not even kill, the eye stabbing scene. That is all she adds to it.
Right.
I
But and
love the
then and
eye
then
stabbing scene, but I
and
take her out, the movie is
they only
the same.
blinded her so they'd have a reason to bring Reagan back at the end, because Reagan's
Exactly. And
supposedly
I wonder if
pissed
she
off at her and staying
from
away.
what I heard is Reagan was actually on set coaching the girls on and trying to
Mm.
help them. So she was actually on set, but I wonder if they're like for the sequel, are they gonna do like a Halloween Kills and try to bring like Reagan back and maybe a couple more
Yeah, you know
legacy
what?
characters?
I don't
Because they're
care.
never bring they're Ellen
Th-
Burstyn is not
this
coming
movie
back.
to me was so bland and so dull and so just not
What up,
good
Kevin?
that I don't care what they do in a sequel. To be honest
Mm.
with you, I doubt I'd
I
even go
just hope
see
the
it.
sequel is better, and I hope they just try
Um,
if they had done their own thing, I really believe that they coulda maybe done something, but as soon as they try to pull this legacy shit, "This is a legacy sequel, and we need to have" it almost feels like
they do that for the
they
money.
wrote a
They do that
story
just to get
they
yeah.
wrote a story without Ellen Burstyn, and because she kept saying no. This is exactly what happened with Scream 5. You know how remember how Sydney had a very small role in that, and it was, like, insignificant, and I always thought I was like, "She did" I was like, "They
It's
wasted her."
almost the same.
And
All
they
these
wrote that
movies,
script not because Ellen Burstyn said she wasn't gonna do it, she kept saying no, and then they probably wrote the script, and they finally got her, and they're like, "Well, now we gotta add her in." So that's why it feels like there's no fucking need for her. You know what I
yeah, it
mean?
really isn't. I mean, what was she gonna do?
I
She's
wish
not.
they had just done their own
Why
thing
would she
because
even
that
go up to
first
that
half of the
room?
movie, I really enjoyed the first half. I really thought I was like, "This is actually could do something," and then I kept hearing people say, "As soon as Ellen Burstyn comes, it all goes to hell," and as soon as she came in, I just felt like a tonal shift change. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's
Like,
no
it started
payoff
getting
to the movie at
brighter
all.
and stuff.
It just more or less ends. Um, I mean, it was just a pretty bland. It was the worst horror movie I think I've seen this season. I mean, I liked I like the Nun 2 a lot better than this. And
Oh, dude, I love the Nun
and the
too.
Demeter a lot better than this.
Mater, yeah.
This isn't, and I don't know what Robbie's smoking, but I mean, this isn't as good as
I told
any.
you though, dude. A lot of people are saying that they really enjoyed this. So it's
But
like I
I don't
thought
think this
Robbie
is
would think
as
this
good as
is dog shit though.
any of the
I thought
Halloween
Robbie would think this
movies.
is absolute dog shit. So I was completely surprised when he
Well,
said that.
Robbie really likes the when they really get down and dirty on the whole religion thing, but they didn't really touch on that a lot here.
They
There
did a
was
few
no,
things. I did like when the mother says when they like the two white
mm,
parents and then Leslie Odom are talking and they're trying to say they brought something back. They brought something happened when they
right.
were in the woods, and they kind of like bring it out like because they're religious and he's not. They're like, I think they're possessed. And then she says the story about Jesus. She's like, Jesus Christ gave his life for us, and he spent 3 days in hell for us, and then he came back
Mm,
and was resurrected. He's like, our girls were gone for 3 days, and I was like, oh shit. I was like,
yeah.
that's actually pretty fucking cool. And like I was really digging it at first. I didn't like the first 5 minutes, like about him and his wife, and then like the way she dies with like like wherever town they're at, there's like
An
an
earthquake.
earthquake. I didn't really care about that, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be bad already. But then once they get into like him and his life with the daughter, and then they go into the woods and stuff. I thought it got really good, and like I said, up until they brought Ellen Burstyn in, I was really in for it, really in for it. I thought it was actually they did some great shit, and not to say like, oh, this would have been the greatest thing ever, but I think they would have benefited a lot more just doing their own thing. Fuck a legacy sequel. You are never gonna fucking do what William Friedkin did.
Yeah.
William Friedkin, Peter Blatty. I mean, dude, you just cannot touch what they did with The Exorcist and what Blatty did with Exorcist 3. It'll never fucking happen. There is a reason why people have been
But
trying the
they
last
needed
40
yeah.
years to do what The Exorcist did back in those days, and nobody has ever done it. Everybody always says some people like Exorcist films better than others, but most people can agree that most of them are all bland and they're all trying to do what The Exorcist did, and nobody
Yeah.
has ever succeeded. There are some
Well,
good ones.
I think that's why the third
There are
one
no great ones like The
yeah,
Exorcist.
I think that's why the third one became kind of like a cult classic after people
Yeah,
didn't like it because it
because
did
then
try to do
it's
something a little
Ketter.
different.
What is it? Ketterman or whatever the um the detective from the first one. It's kind of like him
Right.
continuing the storyline. So it was like it was
Well,
still in that.
they did a couple of those didn't they do a couple Exorcist the beginning movies and they were horrible. Remember those? They did a couple of those Exorcist the
Well, they
beginning.
did the Dominion one, which was a prequel to the
Yeah, they
OG
were all
X,
terrible.
which I thought that was okay. It
Mm.
wasn't. It still wasn't good though. And then Scott Derrickson, the guy who did Black Phone and Sinister, he did a movie called Exorcism of Emily Rose, which I actually
Yeah.
really enjoy. That's one of my favorite ones. Um,
Yeah, I mean that's technically not a sequel to that movie.
yeah.
It's just an exorcism movie.
No, yeah, that's just an exorcism movie. But yeah,
And then
I
when you get when the priest comes out, I can't do this. Oh, we'll all do it ourselves. Like what? I mean,
yeah.
it was so bland and just
And
so
then
I don't know
Burstyn
what the
thinks
guy
that
was going
she
for.
I love at least they admitted, like, Ellen Burstyn was not in the room when Karis and, Father Damien and the priest,
Right.
like, when they did this, and I was
No,
like,
they
"So
didn't.
why the fuck is she some expert all of a sudden? She wasn't even in the room."
Well, but
And
they
then the first
explained
thing
that
she
with
does,
one line.
90
They
years
explained that
old.
with one line because she wrote a book. She
Yeah.
researched the book. She goes, "I'm familiar with so many forms of exorcism."
Yeah, just
Well,
because
that
you
doesn't make you an
studied
exorcist,
because you
right?
studied what people do, but you've never done an exorcism,
Yeah,
and it
that's
fucking
why I was when she was in that room talking to us, like, this is pretty stupid to have her in here. Something's gonna
exactly.
happen, and they blind her because it was
Especially when
dumb.
it's like those 2 priests don't make it out. They both
Yeah,
die there. You know what I mean? It's like that one priest said, he's like, "People die on both sides of exorcisms." And then, like, he comes in and it's, like, all slow motion when that one father who says he can't do it 'cause the church has denied them, and he sits in his car praying, and they're like, "The fight's inside," you know? He's like and then he finally comes in slow motion. It's gonna be like they try to make it seem like, oh shit, the priest just came in. It's all over now. And it's like motherfucker gets his head snapped. It's like there
Yeah,
was
and then
no
we
development
got
for that
one
priest either.
scene in the
Where I'm like,
movie.
who is this guy? I'm like, who is this
We
guy?
got one scene in the movie with all the priests in a room talking about it, and that's
Yeah,
it. And then
that's it.
they just decided they're not
I
going to
mean,
help you.
dude, Damien Karras was like, I noticed that they tried to get like actors that weren't as big too. You know what I mean? Like, were these like I didn't really recognize anybody from these, like characters. Where it's like where that was similar with The Exorcist, where it's like Damien Karras, like wasn't like some huge name guy,
No, he
but
was a
he was
French actor, I think.
nobody can ever do what he
Well,
did.
because it wasn't him. It was the
And
script. It
Father
was the
Marin,
script. The script
oh,
was
that too.
great.
But he
I
was
mean,
also a
it's all
fantastic
about the
actor.
script. I mean,
He
if
was
you got
also yes, for sure.
if you don't have a scary script,
I
you
mean,
ain't gonna
William
go.
Peter Blatty wrote one of the greatest
Yeah,
scripts of all time with that. I mean, the novel too, but all you cannot deny that, Father Marin was fucking incredible. I mean, Max von Sydow, I think his name is, he's
yeah,
incredible. Lee Cobb is Lieutenant Kinderman. He's fantastic as well. Um, I mean, that movie has so much great character development where you really
right.
love everybody in that film. Even the asshole director, Burke Dennings, just a goofy fucking idiot, but I love everybody
So
in
many
this
good
movie.
scenes too with Max von Sydow and the priest
Jason
just
Miller, that's who
talking on the stairs about everything, there's just so many good scenes in that movie, and
I mean,
this
dude,
movie really no good scenes,
Karras was
really.
so good that they basically make the whole movie about Kinderman and Karras in Exorcist 3. That's who Brad Dourif is supposed to be. It's Kinderman trying to figure out, like, he's like, no, I know Karras is dead, and that's who is in the prison. I mean, Karras was just an incredible part of this movie. I'd pick Father Karras over Chris McNeil in the
Yeah.
original Exorcist because his story arc is just incredible, and the way like his mother's death is haunting him, and
Well, Ellen Burstyn was
it's so
great
good.
though in the original movie. She had a reason, a great character to be in it. But I think that's the problem. I mean, when you tie yourself to the original, then
Yeah,
you're going to invite people to compare
yeah.
to the
Well,
original.
then people are like, well, it's not fair. You can't compare them, and it's like that's very true. I know going in that you're never gonna touch what they did, but when you want to say this is a legacy sequel and try and bring Chris McNeil back in this, that's exactly what people are gonna do. They're
Yeah,
gonna
and
say,
I would have
even if
rather.
they say, "Yeah, it's not as good," but they're like, "But this is a shitty sequel for that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For that series because I
Well,
mean,
you know the
this
problem with
compared to
it, and
Exorcist
and this has
3
happened with
puts all the
all.
candle to it.
I mean, this has happened in every franchise, whether it be Star Wars or Star Trek or Exorcist or Halloween.
It's
Is
all these companies
they
care
bring
about is
legacy
money.
characters in because they want to make money,
That's
but then
all it's
they
about.
shit on the legacy characters. I know in Star Trek, Picard, they brought in all these legacy characters just to fucking kill them
Just to ruin them,
and have
just to
bad
ruin
deaths
just to
killing them.
change shit and make it, like just ruins the legacy of these characters,
Right, exactly.
and then you make it where Chris McNeil and Reagan have, like Chris McNeil hasn't talked to Reagan in 40 years because she
She
wrote
wrote
this
a
book and
book.
she hates her, and it's like, she would never have done that. She would
Yeah,
never have
I
done that.
don't think. Yeah, she would have
I
done
don't
it.
think she'd
She
have
became
ever done
alcoholic afterwards, and I don't see everything that Linda Blair endured. She just wouldn't walk away like that. I mean, come on. And then to bring her back, I mean, it was pointless for either of them to be in there.
yeah,
They didn't add to the story. If you're going to use legacy characters, make them add something to the story.
exactly.
And it did. They didn't add one bit of an item.
It's all a cash it was all a fucking cash grab. All a fucking cash grab.
Yeah.
I
I
just
mean,
wish
and it's too
they
bad
didn't
because as you said, the characters are pretty good. I mean, I felt for Leslie Odom. He did a great job.
I even like the, white parents. I thought both set of parents were great.
Yeah, they were a little crazy
And if
religious nuts, but
but they weren't that crazy, but if you
no, I
put
guess
yourself
not.
in Leslie O and but, yeah, they were religious, and then he wasn't religious. religious, so
He
he
lost
was
his
a
religion,
good,
but
it
he
was a
was
good
great as the
balance.
father. Worried about
He was great,
his
but he's also
daughters and stuff.
he's also taking up the role of Chris McNeil. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Chris McNeil was a
I
very
almost wish they didn't go all
in
this
the
route
movie.
with like two more girls. It's like we talked when the movie was coming out. It's like he just said, "Well, I'm going to give you more. I'm going to give you two girls this time." What if they didn't do that at all? They went some other direction with it. I mean, come up with something that's similar but not exactly the same, but doubled. You know
They
what I
get
mean?
right into it too of what they did, and then like you said, I got major Talk to Me vibes too when they show flashbacks of them in that little cave thing, and she's
With the
like,
cave thing, and
"You
they
bring
got that whatever
something
she's
you
got
like,"
that
and
thing.
then the thing possesses you and like it talks to you or whatever. And I was
Yeah,
like, this is just like Talk to Me, but
yeah, exactly.
obviously they couldn't have copied each other. You know what I mean? But I may
I don't know about
I
that.
honestly, I could see this being made before, I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe they coulda added it in after they saw Talk to Me, but
But my question after this movie, and even after the first Halloween that he did with Jamie Lee Curtis in 2018, that was a pretty big movie. And
yeah.
that was even wasn't she up for she was nominated for like a best supporting actress in that, wasn't she?
For what?
In Halloween? Well,
Which one?
she this 2018 Halloween, Jamie Lee
Oh,
Curtis, didn't she win some sort of an award for that?
no.
Well, but people really recognized that movie.
Yeah.
Then after that, he kind of, I'm not saying I have a bigger appreciation now, I think, for the next two. But let's face it, he did kind of shit the bed a little bit, and they
Was
didn't
she
make,
barely
of
in the
course,
second one?
COVID was in there too,
Yeah.
but they didn't do as much. They didn't do as
She's
much
barely
as
in the
as
second
that
one
one.
too, because she's
But
in
I
the
guess my
hospital
question
bed.
is, after that, it's like, why are they handing this guy who is kind of showing that he doesn't quite have the chops for this? Why are they handing him all these fucking legacy franchises? Why is he getting this? Why is he getting these movies?
I think because he is a big director to Blumhouse, because
Yeah.
Blumhouse gets very cheap directors where Gordon Green is an experienced director. He is a good director. You cannot, but he adds a lot of comedy to his stuff because that's where he came from.
Well, there
And
wasn't any comedy in this movie.
he is a big horror fan, so it's like I respect him for his Halloween
I don't know.
trilogy, but I don't know what the fuck he was thinking editing this movie. I don't understand how you can sit in the editing room for a year making this movie and think this is good. This is what we're putting out. What? No fucking way. No way. Like I said, the first half, fuck yeah, dude. The first half was awesome. I will not sit here and say this movie is god awful because I thought the first half really impressed me and I thought this could go somewhere. This could be good. But I knew in the back of my mind after watching a couple non-spoiler reviews that everybody said as soon as McNeil comes in,
Well, yeah, I'd say the first 45 minutes are kind of decent, and then after that, it just shits the bed so
yeah.
badly that it
But
just brings down ruins the rest
I
of the movie.
didn't hate it. I definitely enjoyed a lot of things. I will watch it again.
Yeah,
I'll
I,
probably
I
watch it a
wasn't.
couple more times. But I was disappointed by that exorcism. I thought even with the Chris McNeil goofiness, if they had done something really cool with the exorcism,
Yeah, they
it could
did.
have
It was
brought it
just,
all together.
it was bland. It was derivative. It was bland. It was badly written. In
I
all
don't
matters,
and then I know David Gordon Green said that he thought that like I guess there's stories of people like multiple people being possessed by the same demon. So that's what they were trying to do and he thought that was very interesting. And yes, it was cool to see both of these girls. And I didn't like, and they got to make a choice and that you know what I mean? But then also too when the little girl dies and they show her being sent to hell, I don't know what they were doing with that either. They could have done something really cool with that. And I'm guessing that's some of the lingering stuff that will maybe happen in the sequel. But it's like, what's gonna happen? You can't bring her back. Now she's burning in hell for the rest of her
Yeah,
life.
I don't know what they're gonna do with this sequel.
I
It kind of seemed to me too that comparing the two, well, this movie and the Halloween franchise, it seems to me
they're
David Gordon
completely
Green's
different. You
from
really can't compare
no,
them.
but I'm just comparing by his directing, his
Yeah.
directorial efforts in those movies. I'm making a supposition by watching him, just saying that it feels to me that he was a bigger fan of Halloween than he was of Exorcist, because Halloween really did kind of stay true
Oh yeah, you could. There's a lot
to
more
kind of like the
homage.
characters and what came before. This movie, I don't know.
The
I don't
way
know how
they
somebody
handled
can.
the way they handled the girls was very true to The
Mm,
Exorcist.
but not enough. It was like a pale imitation of it. There wasn't enough
Well, they
there.
needed to do more with them. They needed to have
Yeah,
more creepy
there,
shit,
there
more
wasn't enough
jump
there at
scares,
all.
or like more scares, more creepiness. They didn't have enough of it. That's what
Yeah,
it is. But the way they talk, the way they act, that was exactly like how you know what I mean? Like, but they just didn't have
yeah,
enough.
and maybe if they did take the
I mean, The
10,
Exorcist is 2 hours, and this is pretty close to it too. So
yeah,
it's like,
maybe if they did
why
take the
isn't there
10 or
more
12
stuff,
minutes, maybe if they did remove the 10 or 12 minutes they wrote for Chris McNeil and wrote beefing up the exorcism
more
and the girls
scares,
part,
and more?
it would have been a better movie.
Yeah,
It seems to
I
me
think
that
I do think that he was trying to be a little bit more like. I think he was trying to do something a little different with his shots too. Like with Halloween, he did the way he shot his Halloween movies. I thought was incredible. I thought he did such like I think the way he shot his Halloween trilogy. I don't think Halloween has been shot that good since the original. You know what I mean? Like the
yeah,
way
I
he
mean it
shot
was
that
very true to the original.
yeah,
It was it just enhanced the original.
yeah,
But this did enhance the original
yeah. But that's
of
the
the
thing.
Exorcist.
I don't think you ever can enhance the original.
No, and that's why it's tough
And
making
that's the
sequels
only
to these
reason why
movies.
some people actually like Exorcist 3 better. I don't. I love both of them, but Exorcist 3 is below in my opinion. But I think that is the only
Yeah.
one that does
Uh,
come close because it is directed by the original writer and
right.
novel writer of the OG one. So it's very tough
Yeah, it's
where
all about atmosphere.
I really
You think about the atmosphere Friedkin created in
yeah,
Exorcist. So palpable. And
well,
also another movie we loved, Ninth Configuration. The
yes.
atmosphere he built in that movie.
Yes, which is a fucking incredible
You
movie. I
know,
love that.
it
Um,
just showed what kind of director he was,
I
those two
think,
movies.
I mean, they've already announced like 3 or 4 different versions of this movie coming out on 4K. There's like a Walmart steelbook, Best Buy steelbook. I think they're doing a big box set, like, 'cause,
Yeah, they got recouped that
they're,
$400
like,
million
doing a
dollars
big
somehow. Yeah.
box set for the original Exorcist, and they're doing a version to, like, go with that. You like the one that you ordered with the hard case and the steelbook, they're doing a set like
Right.
that for this new one.
Not
Um,
warranted.
I I kinda want
Doesn't
what
warrant it.
I kinda want the Walmart or Best Buy steelbook, but for like $40, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if I
I
could
will be
do that.
buying
I do
downloading the
wanna
digital
buy it
version.
because I wanna hear the commentary on this,
uh,
and the reason why I'd buy it is because I also wanna see because maybe this movie isn't as good as like, I don't hate this movie, but I think I have faith that maybe the sequels could be better. I don't know,
yeah,
but
but that's
I want
to me. You gotta if you don't
I don't want to not like these movies. I
if
want
you
them to
don't
be good.
yeah well yeah
You know what I mean?
if you
Like, I
don't
want them to be good.
if you can't
Ayo,
nail it in the
Pink
first
Money.
try, you know, to
Yeah,
me,
all they
I
can do
can't
is
wait to
try.
your second or third try to say it was better.
But the way I know Scarpa, I know you feel the same where it's like, we want these movies to be good. I want them to succeed.
Yeah,
I want them to be as good as the OG or better, if anything. But
yeah.
I
Well,
know it's
maybe the
not
second one
gonna
will
happen,
do more
but
than this one, but this one is on its own, and that's the only way I can critique the movie
I
now
wish
is
they'd have
on its
just made
own.
this on its own. You coulda even
Um,
said that it was a original sequel and left Chris McNeil out. You don't
yeah,
need because in Exorcist 3, Chris McNeil's not in it, and it's
yeah.
fine.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, well, I say, and it's obvious by if you watch the trailer for this movie, she's all over the trailer. It's like all her scenes are
Yeah,
in the trailer.
every scene
And,
except
you
the
know,
eye stabbing scene. That's the
yeah,
only thing
except
they
that
left out.
and the scene at the end with
If
Reagan
you
where she
if
comes
you've
in.
seen the trailer for this, you've seen everything you're gonna get of Chris
Yeah,
McNeil in the
pretty
movie.
much. And
And they spoiled so much of the storyline in the movie too. That's another thing.
yeah, I mean, to
I'm just
me,
so sick of
I'm
Blum.
not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not giving these guys a break. That this movie was really just a cash grab and nothing else.
Definitely. But
You know.
I still will never deny that I really enjoyed that first half.
Yeah.
And I really feel like even with the goofiness and the cheese of Chris McNeil, if they had have pulled the exorcism off, it could I'd have forgiven it. And I'd been like, this was really good. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, but
once
they
Chris
absolutely
McNeil
humbled it
comes
out of the
in,
gate,
it all goes downhill.
and the movie just kind of ends.
What up, Billy? Yeah, because obviously they plan to do a sequel,
Yeah.
and but
Well, we'll see.
a little black girl sitting in class and looking over, and her
It will
friends
be.
not.
It will be interesting to see tomorrow how much this movie made, and maybe it'll do well because there's not much out now. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it will probably still
I
make
know
money,
when I went to see it, I was the only one in the theaters.
bro. Well, my theater actually was like half full, but dude, it's Blumhouse, so they probably made this movie for really cheap.
It costs 30 million.
30 million. That's cheap though, man. I mean,
Well, and the 400 million it costs for the rights.
yeah. But
So it
you
costs
gotta think, I get
430 million.
bro, you gotta think, with Blu-ray sales and shit, they're gonna make like 100
I don't
million off this
know. People are
movie.
gonna buy
They're
this on
gonna
Blu-ray?
bro, they're gonna make I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray.
Well, I'm not gonna buy it.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I'm not. I wasn't good enough of a movie. I'm not gonna own every single movie just to own a movie. If a movie
Shut the
isn't
fuck
good,
up,
I'm not
Killer
owning it.
Condom. Shut the fuck
Killer
up,
Condom was
Killer
a classic,
Condom.
man. Don't fuck around with Killer. This guy Condom that bites a guy's dick off. That's more inventiveness than this movie has in this fucking little pinky. Sorry.
Oh my god.
But
But what
who
would you
knows?
rate
Maybe
it out
it'll
of
be
5?
better. Maybe the next two will be better. Maybe he'll say, fuck,
Yeah,
we really
Evan
fucked
said,
that
he's
up.
like, maybe it'll be the opposite of the Halloween trilogy. It'll be
Yeah.
better with the sequels. What's up,
It
Billy?
could be. It could be. You never
That's what
know.
I'm saying. You never know. They might fix the mistake.
I highly doubt it, but it could be.
I don't know. I don't think you can get worse.
I'm not gonna own every movie, and I buy every fucking movie. No, I do not. I
Yeah.
buy some. Sure, I bought Haunted Samurai,
I'm not
but
gonna
I'm
own every
not.
movie.
But I'm
Definitely
not
every
buying the
movie.
Exorcist believer because I'm not a believer.
What up, Two Gun?
Hey, what's up? I don't know if it too good. Yeah, but to say this is better than the Halloween trilogy, no, it's not.
Not one. Not,
no, it's not.
Halloween Ends is better than this. For
Yes,
sure.
it is better than this. Halloween
I
ends is
know.
better than this.
I definitely agree. But like I said, if they'd have fixed the exorcism at the end, I think that yeah, we're about to rate it Two Gun because I had a
And it would
feeling
be interesting to see
I had a
too
feeling you
when
weren't
the Blu-ray does come
you
out.
didn't want to get spoiled.
Are they going to have a? Are they, maybe there'll be an uncut cut that might
Maybe.
add shit back in that they cut because of the Chris McNeil stuff, and maybe that might make it good.
I hope
You
they do
don't
have
know.
like a unrated cut, and I hope there's a commentary because I really want to like hear what David Gordon Green, you know, what he was thinking.
Yeah,
Some of this
I think The
stuff.
Flash is an underrated movie. I really think that
Yeah, me
movie
too.
was really good, and
I
people were
really
just
enjoyed it.
so pissed off at the DCEU that they could have came out with the best movie in the world.
If you go to
Another movie that looks damn good is I just saw the preview for that new Aquaman movie. That looks pretty damn good, actually.
I think so
It'll,
too.
it'll
I
probably
think it looks
bomb,
damn
but it looks good. It's got and his brother's more and the guy who's his brother, the
yeah,
guy that
dude, Patrick Wilson, he looks,
buff man in this new one coming
dude, he
out.
looks fucking huge. I
Yeah,
mean, that's Patrick Wilson from Insidious, and he's older now. I mean,
yeah, he was the bad guy in the first one, wasn't he? Or
yeah,
quasi bad guy.
King, Orem, what's his name? Two Gun, what I think
King
it's
Condom, I think his name.
no, man, that's stupid ass killer condom. What's, Aquaman's brother's name? Shit.
Aqualad lad, wasn't it?
No, that's
Aqualad.
his son.
What's his is he gonna have a seahorse? I hope he has a fucking seahorse in this movie.
Dude, I think Aquaman looks damn good though. But
Yeah,
the
it does
only
look damn good, but it's
and
gonna
it's
bomb,
funny that they're
unfortunately.
saying that they're not like doing anything to promote it. Oh shit, it says Ben Affleck's gonna be in it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
why not?
Yeah, King Orm, Ocean Master.
Ben Affleck's getting more fucking Batman parts now than he ever got when the movies were out.
Right. Yeah, King Orm is his name. They call him Ocean Master. Dude, I can't wait to see them team up together because I think that movie looks awesome. The biggest thing is that people are hating on Amber Heard being in it, but I'm pretty
She's gonna
sure
be in it for 5 minutes. Too bad. She's gonna get
I'm
a
pretty
bunch
sure
of
they
part.
cut her completely out of it. But it's weird that they're saying he has a son now, but they had to cut her out, so I think they're gonna kill her off like immediately.
Yeah, didn't he get? No, he got the son. Didn't he get the son in the Thor movie, Love and Thunder?
What?
Didn't he get a kid in one of the other Marvel movies?
Who?
Aquaman. That's where he got the
Aquaman?
kid. Yeah, Aquaman, does he have a kid from, like, didn't he get a kid? Am I thinking that wrong? Like an
What?
adopted kid? No, that was Thor that got the kid at the end of
Yeah.
Love and Thunder. Okay.
Dude, there's only one Aquaman movie.
Yeah. But he was in he was in Love and Thunder, wasn't he? Well, he was in one of
Who?
those other movies at the end.
What?
Remember he
Who?
gets hit over the head. Was it Blue
Who are you
Beetle?
talking about?
Aquaman did a post-credit
Why would
sequence in one of those
Aquaman be
movies.
in Thor?
He was in one of those post-credit sequences,
Bro,
yes.
Marvel and DC, why would Aquaman be in
Not
Thor?
Thor, Blue Beetle or somebody. He was in one of those movies.
No. He's in Peacemaker, the end of Peacemaker, and he's in the end of The Flash.
Oh, was he in? Okay, The Flash.
When
That's
he's
right.
drunk as fuck? Yeah. But no,
Okay.
Billy, if you need the Blu-ray or 4K, Best Buy has a pretty cool steelbook. Or just order the slipcover on Amazon. I think the slipcover is the best. But yeah, Black Manta looks way better.
Yes,
And
he
what do you
does.
think of Saw X, Two Gun? Because we were supposed to fucking do Saw X, but your bitch ass never went to see it.
You know, and after seeing this movie, I said to myself, I should have fucking went
You
to see
should have
Saw
went
X.
to see Saw. Saw X has like 90% on Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
know. I should
Yeah,
have went to
I
see that
heard
instead of
it
going to see
got
this.
so good.
But I had high hopes for
You
this
should
because I like The Exorcist. But
fucking, I should have done Saw X by myself, you idiot.
I would have sat in on it even if I didn't see it.
How would you sit in on it if you haven't seen it?
Because I can pretty much tell you what happens. These dudes fucking get locked in a room. They get some fucking weird ass device on them, and they even have to take it off, and their fucking heads get blown off. Am I close?
It's the
Am I
stuff in
close to what the
between
movie's
that.
about?
It's
What?
it's the stuff in between that's what's important.
It's the stuff in between.
Message me on Instagram, Billy. I gotta see though because right after Horror Fest, like the holiday season is coming up, so I have like some
Yeah, I
holiday
don't even know
horror
if I can
movies.
get that. Lawnmower Man's a hard movie to get, isn't it?
No, you can get it
It's
on
not.
Scream Factory.
I mean, can you still buy it?
Yeah,
Uh,
100%. That's not out of print. I'll look right now. I'll send you the link later.
Yeah, I remember the movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. I'll see if I can fit it in before the holidays, but if not, we could do that like one of the first movies of the new year. I know that's like, yeah, it's on
I haven't seen
Amazon.
that
It's
movie
on
for a long,
Scream
long time.
Factory Collector's Edition, $17.99. But yeah, I'll look and see if I can fit it in before the end of the year. But if not, we'll make that one of the first movies we review in the new year. I mean, it's crazy. I know 2 months, you're like, fuck, but 2 months will go by like nothing. But I'll see if I could try to fit it in November. But if not, 100% we'll get that done in January because I definitely want to get you on the show, Billy. That would be sick. But yeah, message me on Instagram and I'll keep you updated on. I'm gonna look at my schedule because I do have to get my schedule out for the last 2 months. And one movie we'll definitely be doing is that awesome Christmas robot movie. What is that? Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Oh no,
We're doing that one. Robbie was gonna do it, and I was like, "Damn, bro, I
I
was
thought
gonna
you
do
guys
that."
did that
Bro.
last. Didn't you do that
No, we
last year
didn't
when it
do that.
first came out?
No, we talked about it because it
Okay.
came out. We mentioned it briefly.
Yeah, get
It was
Billy
out
on, and
on
I'll
Shudder.
sit out that week, and you can have Billy on.
That's Christmas Bloody Christmas. He wants to do Lawnmower Man.
Oh, okay.
And what are you talking about? You'd be on with us, you idiot.
Yeah, but I want to sit that one.
Sit what out?
Christmas, Bloody Christmas. I honestly couldn't. I don't think I could sit through that movie again.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You like that movie. You own it.
No, I don't. That's the robot one. Christmas. I never.
You
bought
own that movie.
I do not.
Yes, you do. I
No,
remember
the
you
robot
bought it.
Christmas movie.
You
No, I
bought
never
it.
bought that. I know,
You
but
bought it. I remember you did. And you
I
liked it
didn't.
too.
No, I didn't like it.
Bro, shut up before I remind you of how much you like the Halloween trilogy.
I liked the two fucking guys arguing the whole movie. I couldn't take that, man. Again,
What
the movie
was
wasn't too bad, but them arguing for 45 minutes, they do get killed, which is a good thing.
nobody argues for 45
The
minutes.
girl and her boyfriend argue for the first 20
No,
minutes of
they
that
don't.
movie.
They talk
Oh
about
my
horror
god.
movies.
They argue and yell at
Bro,
each
watch
other.
the
Watch it
movie, bro,
again.
you can't even remember what's in your collection, but you're gonna tell me what happens, on a movie you watched last
Yes,
year?
they argue.
Get
They
the
argue
fuck
back
outta
and
here.
forth. It's bad.
Get the fuck outta here. That movie was awesome. Fucking killer condom, and you're gonna tell me Christmas Bloody Christmas isn't awesome. What's your rating on this, man?
On the Exorcist and Believer, out of what,
Yeah.
4 or 3, 5?
5.
Out of 5?
Yeah. You're like, "Oh, man."
Really, Evan? You didn't hear of Christmas Bloody Christmas? I thought you watched that last year. I thought you did.
No, I don't think it's on Shudder. I don't think
I mean, the movie itself isn't bad. It's just the characters are annoying.
It's only an hour and 30. It's not that big of a deal.
God, felt longer.
It'll help you get into the holiday spirit. You could get drunk on eggnog.
I am going to give it out of 5
Yeah.
a 2.
The 2?
Deuce.
Oh, sick, Billy. Oh, yeah, I'll check that out, brother. Yeah. Billy's been doing a comic book, man. Shit's fucking
really?
sick, too. Yeah, he's been doing some cool shit, bro.
Like to see that.
Hell yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I can't wait for it to be done, man. Definitely want to read that. Out of 5, I would probably give this. I kind of want to say a 3, but I'd probably say like 2.75. Because I really did enjoy the first half of it. I really did. And I thought they really could have done something cool with it. But I also do want to rewatch it. So I'm going to say 2.75 for now. It could go up to a 3 after rewatching it. And with sequels, I'll leave some room in there. I didn't hate it by any means, but I was disappointed. And I went in low expectations, But I really did enjoy the first half.
It was just kind of one note and bland. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It didn't really. When you got out of it, you went.
If it stayed its own thing, I think it could have been better. I think that they just try to stick in these legacy shit and try to just, you're just never gonna live in that wheelhouse. The Exorcist is just a whole different game. You know what I mean? It's not a Halloween slasher.
Right.
Like
That's what I was gonna say too.
this is like a psychological horror movie that was just like one of the greatest of all times, man. I mean, it's incredible. It's just such a masterful movie, man. And The Exorcist is one of the greatest. I mean, Evan, I know, was loving his rewatch on The Exorcist. Or actually, it might have been his first time watching it. I don't know if it was a rewatch, but I mean, I know he was texting me throughout when he was watching it, and he's Karis, man, all those guys, man.
Yeah,
Just
it says on Wikipedia
characters.
that Blum and the writing team spent most of 2020 devising a story over Zoom. So that's why it was over a Zoom call.
Oh wow, during COVID.
But
yeah, I'm hoping I'll like it better at home too, Ev. But yeah, it's about a 2.75 to a 3 for me. I would not go any more than a 3.
yeah, it says right here. It says on a production budget of $30 million, principal photography began in November 2022. Burstyn was brought in that month for reshoots, which is probably shooting all her stuff more likely.
Yeah. Yeah, Violent Night would be good too. Two Gun.
And filming on this was concluded in March 2023. So he didn't have a lot of time to put this film together before
Right.
it came out in October, man. That's
Right.
some short lead time.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll put Violent Night on the list for Christmas for sure.
We didn't do Violent Night. I thought we did a Violent Night.
No, that's
No, we remember we did a review on it.
No, we didn't.
I'm pretty sure I'll have to go back to the archives. I thought we did. Me and you. Out of the theater thing, we did it on a Sunday night.
You have to check your channel because I don't see it.
I think we did it, but
the one with David Harbour.
Right. I'm pretty sure we did it, but I'll have to look. But if we did it, we'll just put it back up for a rerun.
Right. I don't think we did though. Unless we did it on your channel.
I think we did it on my channel. Yeah.
You have to look.
I
don't see it on mine though.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what's that combined? You say a 2.5 combined
or something. But yeah. So be on the lookout because we'll have tomorrow. I forgot to put it up today, but tomorrow about 8:30 p.m. we will have
Diamonds Are Forever, James
Diamonds
Bond
Are
franchise.
Forever, the James Bond review coming out. So definitely check that out. It's gonna be fun ass review. Sean Connery's last Bond movie, so definitely check that out. Yeah, 30 Days a Night too. That'd be a good one too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good horror movies, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's for like Christmas time, you know. And I know you got that on Blu-ray, and Two Gun sent me a copy, so that'll probably be one I do. I was thinking somebody said End of Days was around Christmas, the Schwarzenegger film.
I thought it was I thought End of Days was for New Year's because it was like
maybe. Oh, that's why I put it at the end. That's why I put it because our show is on 12:30, like a day before New Year's Eve. So I think that's why I put it on there. But yeah, I would definitely probably do Violent Night. But I will, and we're definitely doing Thanksgiving too.
Yes, actually, Thanksgiving looked pretty good.
Yeah, we're 110% doing Thanksgiving. The only bummer is I don't know how like Perry could be on that. Just because
I want to know where the dude got an oven big enough to roast a girl, man. I don't know. That's a big oven.
Right. Thanksgiving too, maybe.
And he's actually in like a pilgrim outfit and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah. So definitely be on the lookout for our James Bond review. Diamonds Are Forever tomorrow. And yeah, as always, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and join us this upcoming Saturday. We will be doing Friday the 13th Part 2 to celebrate Friday the 13th this week. And yeah, Horror Fest almost over, man. I think after this week, we only got like 2 more. I think, what is it? I know Season of the Witch, but what's the second to last one I got? Night of the Demons. I think it's
yeah, I know we're doing Robbie's
look at
Dracula.
that. You see that? Did you see that? I didn't.
I tell you, motherfucker, when we sign off, if there's balloons, there's going to be hell to pay. Dude, you did something because mine doesn't do it.
I swear to fucking God, I didn't do anything. Perry, I wish Perry was here, dude, to see that. Now that happens.
Do a thumbs down
for anyone else.
Do a thumbs down.
What the fuck?
I don't know. You got something on.
Shit. All right. As always, man, I appreciate everyone who came and hung out with us. And if you get a chance, check Exorcist Believer out and let us know in the comments what you thought. As always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And
fucking balloons, man! The fucking balloons!
Fucking balloons. Peace out, y'all. I love y'all.
Later, man.
See you next time.
Fucking balloons.